gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to center court and welcome Bay Area media personality and your host for this evening's ceremony, Mr. Greg Papa.
Thank you, man. Tonight, though, I'm a friend of that guy's, Chris Mullin. Because I think we're all friends of Chris Mullin, aren't we? The most approachable superstar the Bay Area has ever known and the NBA has ever known. I watched him walk into this arena night after night, and before he came on this floor to warm up for a game, he'd stop. He'd talk to every one of you. You parked his car. You got him his seats. He was a special person, and I know he connected with every single one of you. So, Chris, this is your night for them. You all know what a great basketball player Chris was, and still is, I may add. But it's more than that. It's family, and it's friends, and it's teammates that set Chris Mullin apart from the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a wide assortment to represent Chris Mullin over the years, starting with guys he played with, some of the most popular Warriors in the last 25 years. You remember Rooney, don't you? Sharunas Marshallonis. Stand up, Rooney. The only guy that could battle Mitch Richmond one-on-one in practice and take him, right? Jim Peterson, only a Warrior for a few years. Battled hard, though, on some bad knees. Now working the game for the Timberwolves. Welcome back. The guy who provided comic relief on this basketball team, and still is every afternoon from 3 to 7. But he was an underrated player. The Bobcat is gone, but the personality is not. Tom Tolbert is back. Hey, Tommy. I do want to acknowledge one person who could not be with us tonight. He was one of Chris's closest friends. He gave Chris, I think, the greatest nickname when he dubbed him Chalk. Let's all look up to the heavens and remember Nudie, Manute Bol. Don Nelson was a genius, wasn't he, allowing him to shoot all those three-pointers? Got Nelly his 600th win. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Mullin is a Hall of Famer, and this man is going to be going into the Hall of Fame shortly. The winningest coach in the history of the NBA, 1,335, Nelly. I don't know if you guys know, but Nelly could be tough on the players from time to time. Right, Tolbert? Every once in a while. So he had to have the good cop, and he was the best good cop I think we've known around these parts. Went on to coach Sacramento and the Warriors GM. The smiling, he's always got a smile on his face. The Saint, Gary St. Jean. Welcome back, Saint. I do want to acknowledge one other person that's not with us tonight, Dr. Bob Albo, who we lost a few years ago. The only guy that could yell at Mully. Nelly never even yelled at Mully, but he would. Would you make a shot, Chris? The great Bob Albo. Tommy Abdenauer arrived on the scene when Mullin was a young player. He was the trainer of the year in 1990, was with this organization for many years. Welcome back, Tom. Technically, in the NBA record book, it lists John Stockton as the all-time assist leader. I don't agree with that. I watched Mark Grable warm up Chris Mullin about 20 or 30 minutes before every game. Perfect in the box, catch and shoot. The guy who made Chris Mullin the player he became, in a lot of respects, is Mark Grable, the Warriors' strength and conditioning coach for almost a quarter century. Welcome back. This Yucks guy, he was just a kid when Mullin arrived as a rookie. What were you, in the 6th grade or something? He was a 6th grade ball boy. Incredible. And Chris, like, he's so ingratiating to everybody. He raised him like he was one of his own. And now look at him, the director of team services with the Warriors 25 years later. Eric Hausen's a grown man. Welcome. So that's the teammate side, the friendships, but I've known Chris for so long and watched him very closely raise his family out in the East Bay. Got to know all of his children. They're delightful, and I've known Liz for a long, long time. What a woman. Liz Mullin, Chris's wife. Stand up and take a bow, Liz. No? Sean Mullin, stand up. There he is. You hung around Manu too much. Chris Mullin Jr. Are we calling you Junior? He's got the Mully haircut. Leah Mullin, the redhead. Kira's got a big job tonight. You know what you got to do later, Kira? She's going to have to unfurl that banner, that jersey. Wearing number 17, so that of Kira Mullin. I know how much Mully's family back on the East Coast meant to him and his mom and dad, who you lost several years ago. All your brothers had come out all the time throughout the course of the year. We do want to welcome Terrence Mullin. Stand up. Terrence, Chris's brother. And Chrissy Mullin, Terrence's wife. You want to take a bow? All right. Well, the reason we are here tonight is to put Mully in the group that's up there with those great names. You walk in here every night and you take a look at them and you wonder who they are. And now Mullin's going to be up there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest Golden State Warrior of all time. Did I say that right, Rick? Rick Barry is back. Without question, the greatest Golden State Warrior of all time, but the greatest Warrior of all time was Wilt Chamberlain. Last time we did this was in '99, when Wilt wasn't here. Barbara Lewis, Wilt's sister, is here. The very first jersey to be retired by the Warriors way back in '67, he was playing for the Seattle Sonics. And all the Warrior players wore 14. Franklin would put him on the jersey. From St. Mary's College all the way to the rafters, Tom Meschery is back. Without question, the classiest Warrior of all time, the Regal, Nate Thurmond. I've saved Mr. Warrior for last. A player, the destroyer, inch for inch, pound for pound, one of the toughest players to ever play in the NBA. An NBA championship coach, and the general manager that drafted Chris Mullin back in 1985. Ladies and gentlemen, number 16, Alvin Adams.
Thank you. It's nice to hear nice things said about you, even though you know they're not true. But because of the time constraints, I will make my remarks brief. When Chris was a senior at St. John's, he was selected College Player of the Year by the New York Sports Writers. The Warriors selected him as their #1 draft choice. Mr. Mullin asked me to attend the ceremonies in New York to represent the Warriors. But the main reason I was attending was to assure Mr. and Mrs. Mullin that the Bay Area would take good care of Chris Mullin. But tonight, I have no reservations about saying the promise was well kept, and I'm happy to say that I was asked to play a part. Having grown up in the East myself, I knew how much of a change it would be for him to come to the Bay Area. But I'm sure that Chris would agree that the change was good for him. In closing, I am proud to say that I'm extremely happy that Chris is being honored by you, the greatest fans in the world. It's an honor which he truly deserves, and I'm even happier to say I consider him a friend. Congratulations, Chris. Thank you very much.